Have you ever walked into a place where every step silently brought you closer to death? Tonight, we follow a path into the deep, unforgiving wilderness where a single wrong turn can change your fate forever. Meet Ethan, a deeply experienced wildlife hunter who believed he knew every secret hidden inside these vast African mountains. For years, he tracked the wild, confident that no predator could ever outsmart his survival instincts. But even the most seasoned hunters can make a fatal mistake. On this night, a single lapse in judgment trapped Ethan directly inside the dark home of the region's most ruthless and dangerous predator. The terrifying stakes were instantly set. Trapped in total darkness with a beast, a countdown had begun. By the time sunrise touched these peaks, only one of them was supposed to walk out alive. The journey turned dark as the sun quickly disappeared behind the Rocky Mountains. Ethan hurriedly packed his heavy gear, tracking wild animals for hours while ominous dark clouds rolled aggressively across the evening sky. The wind suddenly grew icy cold, howling through the trees. Within mere minutes, a violent heavy rain began crashing through the dense forest, turning the landscape into a blinding, chaotic storm of water. Ethan knew he could never survive the freezing storm out in the open. Searching desperately through the blinding rain, he finally spotted a narrow, dark cave hidden safely behind thick, overgrown bushes. Without thinking twice, he rushed inside the rocky opening to escape the deluge. To his surprise, the isolated cave felt remarkably warm and completely dry, offering instant relief from the raging storm outside. Whispering that it would only be for one night, Ethan dropped his heavy backpack against the stone wall. He quickly gathered a few dry branches scattered near the entrance to build a makeshift shelter. Striking a match, he started a small fire. The bright, crackling flames danced against the stone, pushing away the oppressive darkness and casting long shadows across the mysterious, deep interior of the cavern. For the first time that chaotic evening, warmth flooded his cold body. Watching the flickering embers, Ethan finally felt safe from the elements, completely unaware of the true horror waiting in the dark. Hours slowly passed as thunder echoed across the distant peaks. Suddenly, a deep, incredibly low growl rolled out from the pitch-black void of the cave, instantly freezing the blood in Ethan's veins. His hand shook violently as he gripped the cold handle, terrified of what might be lurking nearby. The bright beam of light trembled violently as he pointed it deeper into the cavern. At first, he saw absolutely nothing but endless, suffocating darkness stretching far into the hollow mountain. Then, the trembling light illuminated something strange on the dusty ground. Massive, heavy paw prints were clearly pressed into the dirt, looking terrifyingly fresh, as if made only moments before. His heartbeat instantly doubled as he carefully examined the solid stone walls. Long, deep claw marks were aggressively carved across the rocks, showing the immense power of a massive territorial beast. Lifting his light, he saw scattered animal bones lying half-hidden beneath layers of ancient dust. Some looked frighteningly fresh, and the terrible truth hit him. He was sitting inside a lion's den. Before Ethan could even move, another terrifying growl echoed from directly outside the entrance. Rushing forward to see, his blood turned instantly cold as a massive shape materialized through the heavy rain. A massive male lion stood only a few meters away from the cave opening. Cold rain dripped heavily from its thick golden mane, its powerful muscles tensed and ready to strike at any moment. The apex predator's glowing eyes locked directly onto Ethan through the darkness. Neither of them moved, and neither blinked. The lion wasn't attacking yet. It was simply waiting, knowing its prey had nowhere to run. Ethan slowly stepped backward into the shadows, realizing running or climbing was impossible. He checked his limited supplies, a knife, a lighter, a rope, but no gun. He was completely defenseless against the beast. The lion took a slow, deliberate step forward, letting out a deafening roar. Desperate, Ethan threw his remaining branches onto the fire, making the flames jump higher to force the cautious animal back. Outside, the storm finally ended, bringing an eerie silence. The lion quietly lay down near the entrance, patiently watching Ethan with calm, calculating eyes, knowing that time was entirely on its side. Just before midnight, soft laughing sounds echoed from the forest. An aggressive pack of wild hyenas suddenly approached through the darkness, their glowing eyes fixed on the entrance of the lion's domain to take one step back. At that exact moment, the first golden rays of sunrise touched the mountain peaks. The majestic lion glanced toward the bright horizon, turned around without a sound, and vanished, silently, into the deep forest. Reaching his vehicle safely, Ethan looked back at the vast mountains. He realized nature isn't cruel, it simply follows its own strict rules. Subscribe now.